Hi guys, Deb Acker here, back with another video, and the title of today's video is How to Get an Unattainable Guy. So first and foremost, if you are new here, welcome. Know that if you've maybe struggled in your relationships or you found yourself kind of chasing men and you feel like you're chasing men, you are in the right place. And for those of you who are new, I'm an intuitive relationship healer, and I work mainly with women to help them to heal these relationships, right? To finally put an end to painful relationships, including our relationship with ourselves. Because so much of the time, the people that we're attracting in our lives, the relationships we're attracting, and how they're showing up for us is rooted in this relationship. And if you are wanting to dive deeper into what does it look like to actually build a relationship with myself, and how this actually puts an end to painful relationships in your life, I encourage you to stay to the end, because I will be sharing with you a way that will support you powerfully in really looking at this dynamic, looking at the gaps that we can have in our relationships, and looking how to start to shift this. So that being said, let's look at this, this question, this idea of how to get an unattainable guy. And my first question to you would be, why do you want this guy? Right? Why do you want this guy? Because so much of the time, when we're looking at this, there's kind of this feeling or this energy of game playing, right? And so really looking at it's like, why is it that I want to chase this person? Right? Why do I want this guy? Because so much of the time, a lot of times we want someone who's unattainable because of our past dynamics, because of our childhood dynamics, right? And we've been taught that love equals, someone not being available to us, right? Love equals someone not actually, being available. So that's, one way to look at this. The other part of this is that so much of the time when we think someone's unattainable, we are putting that person on a pedestal. And it is so important that, you look at this and you're willing to look at this and go, okay, again, I'm creating some separation between this person and me. And anytime we are doing that so much of the time, again, that's not going to actually end up bringing them closer, right? That's not going to actually get us the result that we want. So now, how do we start to shift this? Well, first and foremost, we have to be willing and really look at and start to heal the relationship dynamics where we think love equals unattainability, right? Love equals unavailability, right? And I talk about this in greater depth in my Putting an End to Painful Relationships masterclass, but really starting to look at healing this piece. And as part of this, so much of the time we can really be acting from our masculine versus our feminine. So if you found yourself kind of chasing or forcing or pushing, all of that's masculine energy. So if you can start to move into your feminine, and even more than this, start to bring your energy and your focus back to you, right? Because so much of the time it's like, how can I get this guy? What can I do now? Like, how can I make him see me, right? So looking at all of that, and instead, can you bring your focus back to you and going, what do I want right now? What do I need right now, right? What's important to me right now? Right? And really honoring that. Even what am I feeling right now? So looking at all those pieces, and then recognizing too that so much of the masculine lives in the upper part of our body and so much of the feminine is in the lower part. And so when we can bring our attention, we can bring our energy, we can bring our breath into our hips, into our legs, that's going to bring us more into our feminine. And so again, I dive deeper into, how we begin to heal our relationship patterns and really put an end to these painful relationships. How do we build a relationship with ourselves so we stop chasing and seeking after unavailable partners, really, and what the three biggest issues are that do keep us stuck and struggling and, hurting in our relationships, really repeating these relationship patterns. So there'll be details on this below, and I'll look forward to seeing you in that class, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon as well.